Milton Heath, and we are in membership with London Citizens, and that's how I actually have been able to be part of the Sanctuary Pledge. I am co-chair for Croydon, and for that I've been part of the negotiation team that has been dealing with the Sanctuary Pledge. Citizens for Sanctuary is a citizen organization foundation campaign to secure justice for people fleeing persecution and rebuild support for Sanctuary. London Citizens is a powerful grassroots charity working with local people for local people. Our goal is a social, economic, and environmental justice. The Sanctuary Pledge was aimed at our political representatives during the general elections. We got the prospective parliament candidates to sign advocating the ending of child detention. The Sanctuary Pledge also encouraged politicians to campaign positively and responsibly about people seeking sanctuary and to use sensitive language when communicating with the public. The outcome is what we've just heard. There has been a commitment from the new government to end the detention of children for immigration purposes. And we've also gained a working party relationship to look at alternatives for ending detention. Thank you very much for all of you who've organized this event. And now I'm going to ask Millie, who is going to give us a testimony. God bless you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mile Kataza. I'm from St. Jude and St. Aidan's, Thorntonis. My vicar is Reverend Nathan Intege. I represent over 5,000 members in the community. I came here in 2003 as an accountant minor from Uganda. I have one son, Liam, is 3 years old. In 2008, in December, my boyfriend went to Luna House to call up his passport, and instead he was held and was detained in Hamonswathi. I used to travel every other day to go and see him with my baby, who was 6 months by then. At Hamonswathi, things wasn't so easy because we had to go in the evenings, and the waiting time to call him was long. You can wait for nearly 2 hours. And the security guards usually treat us like prisoners. One time I traveled with my son, and it was really cold because it was December, and we couldn't see him as they said they can't allocate him. It was really terrible because we waited until the closing time. I left in tears. Since then, it was really hard for me to cope up with the child without his father. Since then, I've come, while we went there, the waiting rooms were very, very cold. You can be there freezing, and it wasn't good. Like when he went there, he was parked in the car park for nearly 6 hours, waiting until 9 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Since then, I've come across so many families who went through the same situation as I'm going through. There is a family with 3 children. The immigration officer went to their house as early as 5 in the morning to detain them. They were taken into their van and driven off to Yarliswood. They stayed in the detention center for nearly 3 months, and the mother was pregnant of 6 months. When they reached at Yarliswood, they were packed in their car for nearly 6 hours. The children were crying without anything to eat. It was really terrible. And every time they were issuing with them with removal letters. But thank God, their lawyers and other people in the community helped them to come out. They've been there several times. And the last time, the 4th time was last year when they were taken again to Yarliswood. It hasn't been very easy for them. Another one, I have so many people, because I work in the community, who have been detained. Another one was a young person, was my housemate. She was detained in 2006, and we were sharing the flat. She went to Electric House to sign on in Croydon. She was held and called me that she's been detained so I could contact her social worker. She was taken to Yarley's ward as well. She was a person who was on medication and she can only live on medication. When she got there, she was denied to take her medication and her situation worsened. The social worker tried to call the officers there, but they said they couldn't let her take the medication on a regular basis. We had to travel there, me and my social worker and her social worker as well, to take her belongings. They couldn't let her out and she was deported to Ethiopia. Things haven't been easy for many families, and this has been continuing, detaining young children and their moms. It's so sad that I'm afraid we are treated so bad, and my worry is like if I'm detained with my son, I could go through the same situation as this went through. Knowing that the government has committed to ending detention of children for immigration reasons after the Citizens for Sanctuary, the Sanctuary Pledge make me feel like there is hope to ending detention of children. Thank you very much and wish you all you're doing towards the Sanctuary Pledge. God bless you.